scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Detroit Lions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And we're pretty quiet. Easy.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Hey, 5-0.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set. Yellow 80. Yellow 80. You ain't going nowhere. 52's the mic. Watch. Real right. 22. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
This looks like a free play for Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Put up! 180!
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Slam! Slam! Alert! 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 Check!
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Put up! 180!
42! You! I got him! On me! Mike's 42! 42!
Throwing here, Trubisky. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Man up, D!
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check 37! Check 37!
Derrick Henry.
Coming this way! Here we go!
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
He's coming. Double up.
Henry. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Trey Flowers racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. To throw again on second down. Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Big 20. Hey, Mike 52.
On second and 9, Stafford. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready. 180. 52's the mic. Got you. Hey, easy. Hey, 50. Hey, orbit. 52, Mike 52.
Yo.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
On second down, here's Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check it out, read. Switch. Motion.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Time to go, night.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devon Kennard gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Motion. 42 smart.
Here's Trubisky. Goes underneath for Henry. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion. Mike's 42.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On the return, here's Agnew. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. 23 yards the pickup there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
The 36-yard line.
Check 280. Check 52 to Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. 32.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And a throw right sideline is complete. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. This one caught by Davis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Buzz, be ready, be ready. Mike, alert.
Trubisky will throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Alert, flare. Alert.
Now it's Trubisky. He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Target. Hey, check 24. Lock in. Watch the safety creep.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch the screen. He's coming. Alert, alert. Big Dad.
This is Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike 40. Whip.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Check. Lock him.
Now it's Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Check curls.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Uncorks one for Davis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Agnew now to return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Now on 2nd and 16. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
59! Run you over. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Hey, easy, easy. Hey, right 52.
Here's Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run on first down. Johnson, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
No chance. Hey, 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 hey.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
All day, baby.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
58 for Mike, 58.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, easy, easy.
Here's Stafford. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You know why this team showed up?
Check the backer, check the backer.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Stafford going to come up first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Mike 54. Hey. 10.
Watch the ass.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make it 24-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the toss, here's Johnson. Finding some room in midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play. An absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, Every time that play's called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
Good up, 180! Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, alert.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Trubisky to throw. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Here we go. Here we go.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Detroit, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us.